Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, which is called DIY TechRush because I have changed the name. Today we are going to create a blink sketch, and not this kind of blinking. We will have this blinking eye. We are going to 3D print this model using a free website which is called Thingiverse and connect it to a microcontroller like the Arduino. Then we can create this kind of behavior, which is a blinking. So if you haven't watched my video about using the 3D printer, make sure to check it out. And without any further ado, let's dive right in. So to create this project, you're going to need a microcontroller like the Arduino Nano or the ESP32, it doesn't matter. You're going to need two servo motors to control the eye. We are going to connect these two wires to the handle of the 3D printed parts. So first of all, we have to 3D print all of the parts that we're going to need. To do that, you can go to this website, which is called Thingiverse. You can download this animatronic eye mesh for free. You simply have to drag all of these parts and print it. Of course, we have to slice it using a slicer, like the Ultimaker Cura, and you could see all of the pictures so that you can know how to hook up all of these parts. So here we have the two servo motors. We're going to use one of these servos to control the ball of this eye so that we can move it right and left. And we can use this handle to move this part so that we can make a blinking sketch. Or we can use this joystick to control the eye and move it. We're going to check that out in the next video. First, I'm going to download all of the files. And once it's done, we have to extract it because we have a zip file using right click and extract it to the animatronic eye folder. And here it is. And we're going to go under files. Here we have several parts. We can put all of them inside the Ultimator Cura, which is the software that is used to convert these 3D models to a G code that the printer can understand. The default settings is going to be okay, but I think you have to rotate few parts so that you don't need to add a support for that. Let's go ahead and drag the base and put it right here. Next we have the slot. So for this 3D part, you see that we have this red area. That means we need a support. To avoid that, we can rotate this 3D model, or we can go to this option under rotate, select it face to align with the build plate. We're going to use this one. So the orientation does matter for 3D printing. Next, we can select the other part. The same thing, I'm going to rotate it by 90 degrees around the y-axis, or we can select the face to touch the build plate, which is this one. Of course, you could drag all of these at once by selecting the first one and shift select the last one, but make sure to separate all of the parts using the move tool. For the control arm, we need two of these so that we can control the two servo motors. So I'm going to duplicate it by right clicking and multiply selected. We only need another one. The same thing for the cover. We need two of these, but first I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna select the top face to attach the build plate, yeah, and duplicate it using multiply and move this slightly. I think that's pretty much it. Now we can start slicing using this button. Finally, I'm gonna save this to the SD card so that we can print all of the different parts. So I think it took about 4 hours to finish all of the parts, and I have chosen this color, which is a beige color. And there you go, I have finished connecting all of the parts. We're going to control this eye using the arms. So we have this arm to control the horizontal movement so that we can move the eye left and right, and the second arm on top to control the top part of the eye so that we can make a blinking sketch or any kind of movement. But first of all, we have to connect the servo motors. The same thing for the horizontal movement. We are going to use this servo motor, and let's put the cover. The same thing for the second servo, and there you go. Now I'm gonna connect the last wire so that we can control the bottom arm. So I think I'm gonna put it this way, and there you go. Now we are going to control these servo motors with our Arduino board by connecting our servo motors. So each servo has 3 wires. The brown one is the ground that goes to the GND of the board. The red wire is the VCC, which we're gonna hook up to the 5-volt pin of the Arduino. And we can control the servo with one of the digital pins. So I'm gonna use the pins number 9 and 10. To do that, let's connect the data pin or the signal pin, which is the orange wire. We're going to control the vertical servo with the pin DU9. Here we have the VCC. And finally the ground. The same thing for the second servo, but I will use the digital pin number 10 and connect the VCC and the ground. And I think that's all what we need for our circuit. Let's move on to the Arduino IDE. On top, I have to add the servo library so that we can control our two servo motors using hash include servo.h. This is a built-in library. You don't have to install it. Then we can declare our two servos. The type is servo, and let's call it horizontal servo. And we need another one, which is our vertical servo. And under the setup, we have to attach it to the pins that we are using by typing horizontal servo dot attach. This takes in the pin number. I have used the pin number 10 for the horizontal movement. I've already talked about servo motors in our previous episodes. Make sure to check them out. Here we're using the pin number 9. Let's make a simple test. I'm going to change the angles to 0 so that we can see the position of the eye. Let's try that under the loop function, which is called over and over again. To change the angle, we can use horizontal servo dot right. That takes in an angle. I'm going to use 0 for now. The same thing for the vertical servo. Then we can hit upload after selecting the board, which is an Arduino Nano, and the COM is COM6 for me. And there you go. So the angle 0 will move the eye to the left side. Let's try to change it to 150 degrees or 170 degrees. And hit upload again. And there you go. I think that's too much for the eye. That's why the arm is over here. So I'm going to bring it back. Then let's try with 120 and hit upload again. Yep, that's fine. Now let's test the vertical servo movement by changing the value to 120 as well. I think we can increase it a bit, like 150. So now that we know how this servo motor is controlling the eye, let's try to make a blinking sketch. We're going to open and close the eye each 1 second. And to do that, let's go under the loop. For the horizontal servo, I'm going to use 90 degrees, which is going to move the eye to the center. And to make the blinking behavior, we're going to control the vertical servo. For example, we can set it to 0. Then we can wait using delay, like 1 sec or maybe 500 milliseconds. Next, I'm going to copy the same values. And we want to change the vertical servo angle to 150 or maybe 140. Then we can wait for half a second again using delay. And that's actually our blinking sketch. We are just controlling the servo motor angle and not the LED. And let's hit upload. And there you go, we have a blinking eye. So I think that's pretty much it, guys, for this video. I hope you like it. If you have any question or comment, make sure to write it under the comment section down below. And I will see you in the next one.